Okay, so it's June Claude Van Damme again, so let's see what VHS tapes I got with the great man in. So first up, No Retreat, No Surrender. I think this is the first film I actually saw him in. I don't know who that is in the picture on the left, but that's Kurt McKinney on the right, which I've interviewed. Check that out. And yeah, Van Damme's only really in the beginning and in the end for the big fight, but it's pretty awesome. Enjoy that one. This one, on the other hand, as you can see, Van Damme versus Kasugi. But not really. This is how I was lied to in the cinema, because if we jump ahead, oh no, well, AWOL, recognise that picture, but there we go. He's completely lied, and this is false advertising, and yeah, it's nothing to do with that. Van Damme's barely in it. It's a small fight, and he gets killed trying to rescue his girlfriend. But what is this? An old polygon one. But then we get to Bloodsport, based on a true story, or false, but starring martial arts sensation. You know, this is his first proper film. And yeah, so screenplay by Sheldon Lettich, story by Sheldon Lettich, director of photography David Worth. Both of those I've interviewed. Check those out if you want. A nice Warner tape. Then The Mighty Kickboxer. So within a year of each other, two classic films that really put him on the map in the home video market anyway. But yeah, great film. That one. And then another canon after Bloodsport. He did this, which there is barely a cyborg in it, and it is only 79 minutes. Check age now. Yeah, who are you? But it's a good Saturday night movie. Yeah. Some good old westerns there. But then, the first Van Damme film I saw in the cinema, Double Impact, one packs a punch, one packs a piece. Yeah, was it Double the Van Damage, as the trailer says. But yeah, this one is, this one's directed by Sheldon Lettich. Then he did AWOL, or Absent Without Leave, or Leon, or Lionheart, or too many names, but it's a great film. This one's not mentioned as much, but he loves a good fight. There you go. Van Damme goes undercover as a policeman in prison. But I do enjoy this one. And what did I just see there? Written by David S. Goyer, who went on to do many up and down films in quality. Some nice Van Damme films there. Oh, put that double feature. I put the ring down, but never mind. Then we get one of his biggest films of his early career, teaming up with Dolph Lundgren in Universal Soldier. So he's in 4 of these films, I believe. But this is the best. From Roland Emmerich, before he was blowing up places. Ooh, free laser tag. And then Van Damme wanted a bit more serious, so he did Nowhere to Run. So he wanted to limit the action and fighting, but of course, he had to have some. So yeah, he's protecting widower Rosanna Arquette from the evil Joss Ackland. Like it says, there's probably more drama than anything, but so then we go back to good old martial arts roots and an 18th fit with lots of kills. This is the full uncensored version, so I'm sure there's another version out already that's more uncensored than this. But this is John Woo's first American film, and he didn't have a good time with it. But you can't argue with that mullet. And the great Lance Henriksen. Yeah. The ultimate battle with Jean-Claude Van Damme and a very poorly, unfortunately, Raul Julia. And yeah, was it written and directed by the guy that wrote Commando and what is it? Die Hard. So yeah, not much fun on this one. Van Damme's 10 grand a week coat habit. But then we get this fantastic one, Time Cop. This one I do enjoy. Who's this by? Peter Hyams, yes. So this one is, well, there was a TV series and a sequel, both unrelated. Well, the TV series is sort of related to this, but the second film isn't really, to the characters anyway, but this is a fantastic action film and time travel film. Then we get a Die Hard ripoff, Sudden Death. So this is another Peter Hyams one. So yeah, Van Damme as an ex-fireman taking out bad guys like Powers Booth. And then this is where we go downhill a bit. Dennis Rodman and Van Damme in Double Team. Just realised I don't have the one he did with the girl from Speeches on VHS. I'll have to fix that. There we go. It's a bit like the Prisoner, the 60 TV show where he's a secret agent that gets faked death and put on an island, but then he escapes. But then we get The Quest, which he directed. He did direct another film, but I don't think it's available anywhere at all. But yeah, like the story with Frank Dukes, who was the basis of the Bloodsport film, who may or may not have been the greatest kickboxer ever. But yeah, this has got Roger Moore in at least. He's having fun. This is the first Kumite, or one of the first Kumites, where Van Damme makes his way from America. But it's alright. Not one I watch regularly now. So they're going to knock off with Rob Schneider, Paul Savino. Essentially with counterfeit genes in Hong Kong, I believe, and yeah, directed by. So it's written by Stephen E. D'Souza, who did the Die Hard and the Street Fighter, and then from Hong Kong director Sue Mark. And then he came back for Universal Soldier: The Return, including a making of. And it's an 18 certificate, I can't think why, but it does have a wrestler in it and Michael J. White. So who did this one? Mick Rogers. But yeah, he comes back because I never understand what a Universal Soldier is. Is he mechanically enhanced? Is he just superhuman strength like Captain America running? But they never really explain. But this one is, what's this, barely 79 minutes. So it's a quick film at least. And then there was 2 or 3 unrelated TV movies, and then he came back with Dolph Lundgren and some others. Then we got Van Damme in Desert Heat. This one also has a different name, but I'm struggling to think what it is. No, that's a very bad picture. But there we go. So this one's all right. It's one of those that had a lot of issues, and this edit's not the best. But he's about him being a drifter in the desert, going to a small town and helping him. And finally, didn't say the best for last, but Van Damme in Replicant. This is an ex-rental. Someone's butchered, unfortunately. So there's 2 Van Dammes in this again. So that's this, Double Impact, and Time Cop, where he plays other versions of himself. This one's directed by Ringo Lam, so it could have been good. But Van Damme 1 is a serial killer, and Van Damme 2 is a clone of the serial killer they used to capture the serial killer. So there's not much action per se, but it's more of trying to be a thriller. But there we go. So there we go. Thanks for watching. Here, end of the lesson.